जो है, लेकिन अभी तक जितनी भी मीटिंग्स का अनाउंसमेंट हुआ है उन सभी
Yeah. Yes. Hi, people have come. Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. See, what is important today is
Good evening, sir.
good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. What is important today is the Union Budget 2023 and also prior to that economic survey. In interviews, invariably they will be asking questions relating to that economic survey and also regarding union budget. Regarding economic survey, I think I've already posted one video. We will see that. In the meantime, regarding the budget, we can just go through this. Here, I have been searching so many newspapers, but now nobody is giving it very clearly. But whatever has come to us in Telegram, we will make use of it. Number one, basic exemption limit is hiked from rupees. No, it is wrongly given. Basic exemption limit is hiked to rupees 3 lakh from 2.5 lakh. It was previously 2.5, now 3 lakhs. A rebate under section 87A hiked from 5 lakh to 7 lakh. See, all these last 2-3 years, they were telling that people who are having income up to 5 lakhs, they need not pay tax. Now that has been revised to 7 lakhs. The income tax slabs under the new income tax regime will be as follows: up to 3 lakhs 0% tax, 3 to 6 lakhs 5% tax, between 6 and 9 lakhs 10% tax, between 9 lakhs to 12 lakhs 15% tax, between 12 lakh and 15 lakhs 20% tax, above 15 lakh 30% tax. Individuals with income of 15.5 lakh and above have been made eligible for standard deduction of 52,500 in new tax regime. Is it correct? 15.5 and above, that is not clear. Further, the new income tax regime becomes default tax regime. However, the individual will have an option to continue with the old income tax regime. Old income tax regime, the advantage was they were giving concessions for, say, payment towards seniors, payment towards PPF, then NPS, and also in house loan repayment and other things. Those things will continue now also. And some more point which will be useful from the angle of interview. Government proposes to cap deductions from capital gains on investments in residential houses to 10 crore. What is the meaning of that? I don't know. Proposes to cap deductions from capital gains on investments in residential houses to rupees 10 crore. An individual with an annual income of 9 lakh will have to pay only rupees 45,000 in taxes. An individual with an income of 15 lakhs will have to pay 1.5 lakh tax down if from 1.87 lakh under the new tax structure. An individual with income of rupees 15 lakh will have to pay rupees 1.5 lakh down from 1.87 under the new tax structure. Again, repeated twice. No tax for income up to rupees 3 lakhs. Again, what we studied earlier. Yeah. Then
So, but
15%.
it was 7 lakhs, no?
No. Now it has been increased to 7 lakhs. Now, if they ask you, any person who has got income up to 7 lakh is exempted from paying tax. That is the
Yes, sir,
general
but
answer.
इसमें ये 3 lakhs तक लिखा है ना वो, तो
No,
वो
no,
5 लाख से ऊपर 7 लाख से ऊपर के 3 lakhs है.
true. But then they will be calculating as 2.53 and all that. But where your income is less than 7 lakh, आपको पूरा exemption मिल जाता है. They will calculate, but then because supposing the income is over a 7 lakhs, the
Yes, yes.
tax it has to be calculated 3 to 6, 6 to 9, like that. For that, this scheme has been brought. But of course, clear position will be known only after some time. But some of the important points from the angle of interview, under the saving schemes, maximum deposit limit for senior citizen saving scheme like me to be enhanced to 30 lakh from 15 lakh. Super.
Double amount.
For example, a husband, wife, they are there. Each one can put now 30 lakh instead of 15 lakh. That means it can be enhanced to 30 plus 30, 60 lakhs per family. They can be exempted. They will be eligible to invest under senior citizen, because under senior citizen deposit scheme, now they are paying an interest rate of 8% per annum. Of course, it is taxable. Of course, it is taxable. Then monthly income scheme limit doubled to 9 lakh and 15 lakh for joint accounts. For individual accounts, monthly income scheme, it is doubled to 9 lakh. But for joint people, it is 15 lakh. One-time new savings scheme. This is very important. Girls, from the angle of interview, you must know this. A new scheme has been introduced known as Mahila Samman Saving Certificate for women for 2 years up to 2025. But subsequently, they will continue. See, what is the difference or advantage here? For nowadays, we have only Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, which is useful only if you have a daughter below the age of 18 years. Whereas now this is, and if you are going to be less than 60 years age lady, then you cannot invest under senior citizen scheme. But in order to help working women also, where their age is less than 60, this new scheme has been brought by which they will be getting 7.5% interest. It's a good one. Of course, if they want, they can invest in public provident fund, but there are a lot of restrictions in that. That scheme is for 15 years and all that. In fact, the return from that is much better. There you get 7.1% tax exempted interest you will be getting under that. Anyhow, girls must remember a new Mahila Samman saving certificate has been introduced for 2 years up to 2025, under which women below 60 also they can invest. If they are above 60, they will come to our senior citizen scheme where the government is paying 8% interest. Then revamped credit guarantee for MSMEs to take effect from April 1, 2023 with infusion of 9,000 crore in corpus. This is required for commerce and finance students where they will ask you about MSME. You must be able to tell this. New credit guarantee scheme for MSME to reduce cost of credit by 1 percentage point. Then banking, government moves amendments to Banking Regulation Act to improve governance in banks. They have not given details. Skill training, government will launch Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana 4. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. So if they ask some government schemes, you can remember about this. To skill the youth for international opportunities, 30 Skill India international centers will be set up in different states. Then regarding clean energy, rupees 35,000 crore priority capital for energy transition. Green credit program will be notified under the Environment Protection Act. Battery storage to get viability gap funding. I don't understand what it is. Battery storage to get viability gap funding. Please note it and check it up later on. Government to support setting up of battery energy storage of 4,000 megawatt. Then national green this electrical engineering boys, ECE boys, for them these questions can be asked. National Green Hydrogen Mission with an outlay of 19,700 crore will facilitate the transition of the country to low carbon intensity, reduce dependence on fossil fuel imports, and make the country assume technology and market leadership. Then gems and jewelry to encourage indigenous production of lab-grown diamonds. A research and development grant is provided to one of the IITs for 5 years. Proposal to review customs duty of lab-grown diamonds to be included in Part B of budget document. See, most importantly, what you have to do, you have to go through what is shown here or what is you are getting in the newspapers or in other websites. Make a write-up about budget in about 1 page. Keep it ready with you. It should include income tax. It should include CGT, MSE. It should include importance for women, new Mahila Samman Nidhi scheme, like that. Then gem and jewelry, then battery. All these points you have to write down and keep it with you. Here, another point they have given is railways get massive boost. An outlay of 2.4 lakh crore provided for railways in financial year 24. It is the highest ever allocation to railways and is really 9 times of financial year 14 allocation. Why they compare financial year 14? Because first time BJP came to power. Then urban development, what are the points they are telling? Government to spend 10,000 crore per year for urban infra development, cities to be incentivized to improve credit worthiness of to municipal bonds, aim for 100% mechanical desludging of septic tanks and sewers in all cities and towns. You know, there was some problem in human beings cleaning the septic tanks and all. For that, this has been introduced. Next one, education. 3 centers of excellence for artificial intelligence to be set up in top educational institutions. 100 and I'm not able to read. 100 and where is it? 157 new nursing colleges will be established in allocation with the existing 157 medical colleges. This one you must remember, Ekalavya Model Residential School to be set up in the next 3 years. Ekalavya Model Residential Schools. The center will recruit 38,800 teachers to support staff for 740 schools, serving 3.5 lakh tribal students. Next, budget follows. See, at least this also you memorize. Budget follows 7 priorities. 1, inclusive development. Again, they have given 2 times. Then reaching to the last mile. Next one, infra and investment. Unleashing the potential, green growth, youth and financial sector. Here, second point, I think it has been, some other point may be there.
It is infrastructure and investment.
Oh, infrastructure and investment. Very good. Good. So this is a very
वो
important.
तो वहाँ पे लिखा है already. Sir, green growth, youth power, youth inclusive development.
Youth power.
Sir, youth power and financial sector are mentioned differently in different points.
Sir, I have sent the message in the group recently.
You have sent it in group. Acha.
The third one.
This one. Green growth, youth power, inclusive development, reaching the last mile, infrastructure and investment, then unleashing the potential, launch of digital platform. अच्छा जी, ये सब मगअप करना है एंड थोड़ा थोड़ा इसका बारे में प्रिपेयर करके रखना है. You must be able to know, tell them इंक्लूसिव डेवलपमेंट का मतलब क्या है, सबको सब फैसिलिटीज मिलना है, something like that. You must be able to tell. Same point will come under reaching the last mile, infrastructure and investment, that we can know. Now, what is unleashing the potential? Can anybody tell me? Did you read something about that? Unleashing the potential. Did you read something? No, doesn't matter.
Sir,
Thank
it
you.
must
Yeah.
be like जितने अपने पास resources हैं उनका proper utilize करना, अपनी potential को पूरा use करना.
Very good. That's right. Now, the next one, here they are telling annual to include facilitating ample opportunities for citizens, especially youth, providing strong impetus growth for सब खाली अब कागज में देते हैं, ये सब होगा नहीं होगा भगवान जाने. Next point, key number to watch in budget, fiscal deficit. अच्छा, ये सब नोट कर लीजिए. Fiscal deficit कितना है, डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट और प्राइवेटाइजेशन कितना होता है, कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर कितना है, टैक्स रेवेन्यू कितना अटेम्प्ट किया है, बोरोइंग कितना है, नॉमिनल जीडीपी ग्रोथ इन fiscal is projected at 7% and come down to 5.65% in the next. Spotlight on key schemes like NREGA as well as key sectors like health and education. Acha ji, that Kisan Samman Nidhi 6,000, 8,000 aaya nahi? Did anybody see any message regarding that? Excuse. Kisan Samman Nidhi. Did anybody see? Because prior to budget, people were telling that Kisan Samman Nidhi will be increased to 8,000 per year.
Sir, I
But
saw the budget में शायद उसमें mention नहीं हुआ है.
budget
मैंने miss कर दिया था.
budget में mention नहीं हुआ, possibly थोड़ा दिन का बाद में separate announcement भी करेगा to create some sensation among people. हो सकता है. Okay, that may be the that they may be doing it like that. Some boy is asking for link. Yeah, good. So this is the these are the important points you have to know about that one. Now regarding economic survey, I think I have. अरे बाबा ये तो बहुत बड़ा है, इससे पढ़ना तो मुश्किल है. I think I must have done some highlights. Let me see whether I have some highlights. Highlights में थोड़ा कम होगा. I think yesterday I prepared for that. See, the problem is too many things available, you know, and both we don't know what to read, what not to read. We do not know what is to be studied, what is not to be studied. 1 minute. Let me search highlights. Just a minute. I am searching here. Highlights. अच्छा अच्छा डाउनलोड में भी होगा. डाउनलोड में भी होगा. नहीं होगा. Then I think it must be here. Highlights, because there I have made it very nicely. I have posted a video also जिसमें बहुत अच्छा से points by points आया था. Budget highlights, economic survey highlights. This is what I want. Economic survey highlights. I'm opening it. Yeah. I think this will tell us. I will show you this. I think I must have given it in our page also. Anyhow, let me show it to you. Yeah. Economic survey में क्या दिया है? The central theme of the year's economic survey is the agile approach implemented through India's economic response to COVID-19 pandemic stock. Then what is agile approach they have given? Please go through that. Highlights. This is old one. This is old one. I'm sorry. This is old one, not required for us. I am. Let me see budget highlights. I think I must have posted it. Watching that will be more beneficial. Just a minute. Okay. Screen sharing has been stopped. Federal Bank, IBPS, Federal Bank. Have I not put any material on economic highlights? Was there any material?
Sir, I
No.
posted.
Huh?
Sir, I posted as a PDF in group, sir.
Acha, our
About
group. Telegram
yes,
group.
sir.
Acha,
Yes,
1
sir.
minute. This one. No, not this one. कब पोस्ट किया? अभी ना पहले? When did you post it?
Around 2-3 hours back, sir.
Oh, in which group? Federal Bank group or 2022 group?
2023 SBPS PO interview group, sir.
2022.
Sir, I've also saved a PDF. I have sent it. You can check.
This one, correct. Economic survey. Open with. It is not opening. I also downloaded, but kahan rakha pata nahi. That is a problem. So.
सर आपके सिस्टम में डाउनलोड वाले उसमें टेलीग्राम करके फोल्डर बन गया होगा शायद.
उसमें होगा.
Sir, if you don't mind, can I send once again, sir, to you budget highlights?
Yeah, budget highlights. Base
Sir
दीजिए.
is looking for economic survey.
I wanted for economic survey, but I don't know. It must be there with me, but I don't know why I'm not getting. 1 minute. Let me see. Economic surveys highlights one previous year. PFRDA interview questions, Federal Bank, then current affairs snippets, economic survey 2023. Dekho ji. These are the points I have done. हमने कलेक्ट कर दिया, बिल्कुल बढ़िया है। ये तो मैं कागज से लिया था। इसको I will just go through economic survey highlights 2023. Economic survey has pegged India's GDP growth for the next fiscal 2023-24 at 6 to 6.8%. ये mug up कर लीजिए. The survey's baseline forecast for real GDP is 6.5%. 10 major highlights of economic survey 2023. If necessary, I will post it in our group. 1. GDP growth recovery from COVID is complete. Please read that. Here they are telling India's GDP growth is expected to remain robust for financial year 23 at 7% in real terms. This follows an 8.7% growth in the previous financial year. GDP forecast for FY24 6 to 6.8%. Economic survey projects baseline GDP growth of, they are telling two types of GDP growth. One is 6.8, another is 11% in nominal terms. Next point, inflation within target, but a further tightening of rates expected. They are expecting repo rate to go up by 0.25%. Next point, employment generation. It seems unemployment has come down. Unemployment rates are falling from 5.8% in 2018-19 to 4.2%. But I think there is one more figure has come that is better than this. Then boost in the agriculture sector. Private investment increased to 9.3%. Institutional credit, agriculture credit 6 lakh crore, like that. Then MSME sector growth also around 30% since January 2022. Then foreign direct investment in the manufacturing sector in the first half. However, inflow stayed well above pre-pandemic levels. Then external sector performance. I don't know what is external sector. Please go through that. Pharma and mobile exports. This is also given that it will touch 20 billion mark. Credit growth remarkably high. Credit growth is at 30.5%. Then current account deficit may widen. Economic survey cautions that the challenge of the depreciating rupee, although better performing than most other currencies, persists with the likelihood of further increases in policy rates by US Fed. If they make some changes in America, that will be affecting our country also. The current account deficit may continue to widen as global commodity prices remain elevated. Economic growth momentum stays strong. Rupee may come under pressure if current account deficit widens. So this much will do. These are the things. So could you follow this? I think this one I took it from some Telegram page only. No. ADDA.com. ADDA current affairs.
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Acha, I'm sorry, you could have told me. You could have told me this one I collected from economic survey. What I will do, I will just copy this. Just a minute. I'll just copy this and post in our Telegram group. Just a minute. 2000. So many groups. किस group को जाएगा, किस group को नहीं जाएगा. I know what amount of tension you guys will be having. अच्छा जी, हमने दे दिया जी. ठीक है. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Now I have given it here in our Telegram page. In our Telegram page, I have given whatever I was reading out. Again, don't
Okay,
believe
sir.
this. You just make a write-up for that and keep it ready with you. Okay, that's good. This much are the points. But still, I am not fully convinced about budget. This thing. Some more improvements may come based on which I suggest active participants to make out a summary in 1 pages or 2 pages. Economic survey 1 pages, 2 pages, or similarly 1 pages, 2 pages for budget also. You know, when you go for interview, you will forget whatever, whenever they ask question, you forget whatever you have written also. Even if you have written 2 pages, you may remember half a page and tell correctly. But confidence is what is more important. Very good. Best wishes. Thank you. We will meet again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Thank you. And if any points you would like to share, I suggest you share it in our Telegram group itself, so that when I go through that and if there are some doubts, we can tell it. Yesterday, in fact, I was going through some catch words like, say, short selling, then flipping, FLIPPING. But these are required only for stock exchange oriented boys who are from finance and other areas. Yeah, very good. Anything else? Read 2nd February newspaper thoroughly. I can't read because I can't get it here, but I'll have to see only from the website. But website may what happens? They don't give it clearly, you know. They give like masala, 1 point, then some video, then 1 point, some video like that they add, and it is making difficult to follow. Anyhow, best wishes. God bless you. Now, 1 minute. I am not recording now. Yeah, I should stop recording now. I will stop it.